Today's song is Yoga allows you to find an inner peace that is not ruffled and riled by the endless stresses and struggles of life. I would like to repeat my thought. Yoga allows you to find an inner peace that is not ruffled and riled by the endless stresses and struggles of life. Thank you and have a great day.
Now, I invite our honorary chief guest, Dr. Anish B.A.M.S. and our manager father to light the lamp.
First of all, I thank everyone for giving me this wonderful opportunity. So actually I feel back to my school days when I entered this campus of the school. The first thing which reminded me of my school is the name of the school itself. It's Jawahar Public School. Name of my school was Jawahar Vidyalaya. So from the moment I entered this campus, I was recollecting my school days, and also this assembly is also reminding me of my school days. Here actually I feel like the thought for the day, all these things, like my school days I was feeling the same feeling like that. So if I continue to speak, also I feel like I am giving an address in my school. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for Father and also the teacher who invited me for this function. So I'm not deviating from the topic, and actually the reason why we are here today is for celebrating the International Yoga Day. So as you know, you might have heard the history of Indian International Yoga Day. From this 2015 onwards we are celebrating. So I'm not going into that details. This year the theme of the International Yoga Day is Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You might have heard this short phrase, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It's from one of our Upanishads, Maha-Upanishad. And when you see yoga, the word yoga also means union. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam means a unity, as like a world is one family. So only Indian philosophies will give us this message. If you see the world as one, and also Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, you might have heard this also from Indian philosophies or Indian ancient texts, which gives a message that we think for everyone. So when we think for everyone, there starts yoga. Actually, when I was a kid in my school days, I also thought of yoga as a physical practice. But what makes yoga different from a physical practice is this unity. It's unity, it's a coordination or a harmony. So we can say yoga is not just a physical exercise, it's combining every aspect. Even this unity you can also say as a yoga. We use this word yoga for meetings because it's a unity where we are doing it all together with our whole heart. That's what yoga means. So whenever you do anything with our whole heart, we can say we are doing a yoga. It's not just physical activities or physical exercises. But as we consider, as for now, we can say like yoga is like more in a physical way, more with asanas or breathing practices like pranayama is what makes us yoga. What gives us the impact of yoga. But actually that is a physical level of yoga practice. So when you see our spiritual or philosophical way of yoga is union of anything. When we are doing something, when you are doing anything with your whole heart, with your whole dedication, with your whole worship, you can call it as yoga. For students, actually, one more thing. I also used to stand for a long time in assemblies like that. So in this time, when you're standing, don't stay completely focused only on the standing pose. Try to move your toes at least. In this position at least, when you're in standard piece, give a slight movement your toes inside your shoes. Nobody is knowing that. So that will help you to overcome this kind of giddiness. Because it's like when your body is simply standing, your blood circulation is coming down from the head, so the circulation will be reduced. So to overcome that, try to move your toes inside your shoes. So for that actually, the shoes should not be also too tight. So tie it a little bit looser and make a slight movement with your toes, like up and down with the toes, or like just giving a kind of slight movement in the toes will help you not to go into such situations. So, back to the yoga again. So, yoga is like what makes yoga different from other physical practices or other exercises is the control of body, mind and breath. Usually, we might have seen like many people doing different types of practices. Like people work out in gym, people do dance practices, or people do like any kind of exercises. But there is no combination of these three. Nowhere we can see these three are combined. Body, mind and breath. That is very important in yoga. That is what makes yoga different from other ways of practice, because breath is a way how we can control our mind. So when you are controlling body and mind, plus you are using breath, then actually we are activating a different part of our nervous system called parasympathetic nervous system. So this parasympathetic nervous system is what brings you relaxation and peace to get back to your normal status of the body. So when you are nervous, when you are going to face something, or when you are going to be anxious, people usually used to say, take a deep breath. Everything will be alright. Like usually, maybe you might have also heard. I also used to hear when I'm going to address my like students, or when I was a student also, when I used to give like 4 days or like news presentations or slides, I also used to have nervousness. And I also used to hear this from my teachers and parents, like take a deep breath, everything will be alright. So I'll take a deep breath and I'll come to the stage, and again I say everyone, again nothing is alright. Everything back to the same. Because the reason is the parasympathetic nervous system is not active. Once you see a fear, or once there is a challenge in front of you, your sympathetic nervous system, which is the one which makes you do certain things which are more needed, energy or some kind of more effort is needed, is activated. So the sympathetic activation gives you more blood circulation to your limbs or like your brain, and it's like it's giving you more activation. So for doing things normally, you don't need that activation. That activation is needed when you are facing a physical challenge. For example, like a dog is chasing you. You have to run faster than the dog to escape from the dog. So in that situation, you need a sympathetic activation. But now, like when you are, for example, now I'm giving a speech. So in this time, actually I don't need a sympathetic activation because I'm just standing normally. I'm not making any movement. So my blood circulation which is going to the limbs are not at all doing any job there. So what we need is parasympathetic activation. So what yoga is more focusing on this parasympathetic activation. Because parasympathetic activation makes you calm, makes you relaxed and think properly. So yoga is actually giving you that. So as your teachers or parents have said, take a deep breath, everything will be alright means your parasympathetic will be active. So if you do it just for one day, it won't come. It won't be effective for you. For that, we need regular practice. So when you do this yoga asanas or breathing practices every day, actually you are seasoning your body. You are adapting your body for that switching from sympathetic system to parasympathetic system. So this is actually what happens when you are taking a deep breath. So one deep breath can relax you. That is the power of breath. At the same time, one breath can also make you stressed. So when you are running, you can see your breathing is fast. But when you are meditating or when you are chanting something, you can see your breathing becomes slow. So that is the power of breath. So the breath can take you from a stress situation to a relaxed situation. So that is the power of breath. So yoga is using that power, not just mind and body, also the power of breath. So as for today, it's said Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. The world is a family. For Indian philosophies, only things like that, as I said. So we consider the world as a family. As you see, like for example, Varkala is a very common example of that. Because yoga brings people of different nations to Varkala because of yoga. We are here for just doing yoga. Many foreign nationals are coming to Varkala for just practicing yoga with different teachers. So that itself shows it's a union. Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. That is actually a message which we should see from our locality itself. So I think I am taking a lot of time from your assembly and you are standing for a long time. So actually I am concluding my words. Before that, one more thing, as you might have heard of yoga from your different yoga teachers or your CC activities, you might have heard and done yoga. I'm not going into that. As a point of view from a doctor, I'm saying two things you should focus when you're practicing yoga. Yoga, like I'm saying about the physical practices now, not the holistic practice of yoga. When you are practicing, as students, when you are practicing the physical practice of yoga, two things you should be considering is one is your limits. Every body is unique and every body is different. One person is doing something, I can also do the same thing. It's not an excuse for that. So like he's doing, why can't I do? So never push beyond your limits. Yoga is a thing which needs a lot of patience. So patience is needed for a progress. So never push because that push will cause injuries. So as a doctor I see many people who come after this push to a doctor with an injury. So that push actually you are doing it for maybe to do something more than a person or to show something more than a person. But that will be losing you more time than what you actually need. So that will actually pull you backward. That is one thing. So know your limits and be in your limits. So the limit should be in your mind. So you should focus on your practice. It's a self-practice. Yoga is not a comparative or like a championship type of practice where you have to compete with others. It's your practice. It's your self-practice. Next thing is hygiene. As students, you are doing a lot of physical activities, you will be having like sweat, all these things. So while doing yoga, before and after, you should be hygienic. You should maintain your personal hygiene. So because yoga gives out, not only yoga, all physical practices gives out a lot of toxins from the body which will be coming out through the sweat and all. So if it stays in the body, it can cause different types of infections, especially for students of yoga. And so, before and after the practice of yoga, you should maintain your personal hygiene. That is like the two things which you should focus when you are practicing the physical practice of yoga. So there are 8 limbs of yoga. Of that, you say like yamas, niyamas, asana, pranayama, like that 8 limbs are there. Of that, the first 4 are for our self-practice and the rest will come. The rest 4 is actually it happens by itself when you are focusing on the first one. So I wish you all a happy International Yoga Day and I wish you more progress or more, you should have more interest and faith in yoga. Because yoga was, you cannot say invented, yoga was implemented by the ancient Indian rishis, not just for physical practice, it's for maintaining a balance of human beings in all aspects of life, physically, mentally, socially and spiritually. So thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity.
Today we gather here to celebrate International Yoga Day. Yoga, Day for Vasudeva Kudumbakam, has been chosen theme for International Yoga Day 2023. A day dedicated to the ancient practice that transcends time and borders to bring harmony and well-being to millions all over the world. It is a day when people from all parts of life come together and embrace the transformative power of yoga. Yoga, originating from ancient India, is not just a physical exercise but a holistic practice that encompasses the mind, body and spirit, which offers a path to self-discovery, inner peace and personal growth. Through the union of breath, movement and meditation, yoga enables us to connect with our true selves, fostering a sense of union and interconnectedness with the world around us. On this auspicious day, let us reflect upon the profound impact that yoga has had on individuals and communities all over the globe. Yoga has become a universal language that transcends regional and cultural boundaries. It promotes inclusivity, acceptance, mutual respect, and reminding us that we all are part of a deep history of humanity. It enhances mental clarity, reduces stress, and cultivates a sense of inner calm in the midst of life's challenges. Yoga enhances mindfulness, self-awareness, and compassion, fostering a positive outlook and nurturing a relationship with others. Today, we celebrate International Yoga Day. Let us also acknowledge the role of yoga in promoting global peace and harmony. When individuals strive for balance within themselves, it ripples into their community and beyond. By embracing yoga as a way of life, we can create a more peaceful and harmonious world. I urge you to incorporate yoga into your lives, not just today, but every day. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced past practitioner, there are always something you can discover on this transformative journey. Let us embrace the unity and diversity that yoga represents, and together let us embark on a path of self-discovery, healing and growth. On this International Yoga Day, let us join hands and hearts, breathing in unison as we celebrate the timeless wisdom of yoga. May it inspire us and guide us towards a healthier, happier and more peaceful world. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hands together, like this position. Close your eyes. Deep breathing. Breathe out. Again, slowly breathing. Exhale, breathe out. Okay, hands apart, like this position. കുറച്ച് ലൂസൻ എക്സസൈസുകൾ ചെയ്യാം. നമ്മുടെ ഹാൻഡ്സിന് ബോഡിക്ക് ലൂസൻ എക്സസൈസ് കൊടുക്കാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് ബോത്ത് ഹാൻഡ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ദിസ് പൊസിഷൻ, like this. Rotate your hand, shoulder. Use your hands. The neck exercises like this position. Up and down, up and down. More up, more down. Lifting high and up. Including breath. Exhale down. Again. Okay, so then side to side like this. Okay, then slowly hands like this. Release your hands. Then change your side. Change your legs. Change your leg. See, more. Time. This part is touch the floor. Legs together. Okay, look up straight. Slowly exhale down. Slowly down. Chin down, chin down. Down.
It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, and flies to the imagination. Today, International Music Day. I invite Mrs. Sanju, our music teacher, to present a slogan.
ഇന്ന് ലോക സംഗീത ദിനം. മനസ്സിന് ശാന്തി നൽകാൻ, ആത്മാവിനെ തൊട്ടുണർത്താൻ, ദുഃഖമകറ്റാൻ, പ്രണയം വിടർത്താൻ സംഗീതത്തിൻ്റെ സപ്തസ്വര വിശുദ്ധിക്ക് കഴിയും. സംഗീതം ആഗോള ഭാഷയാണ്. വാക്കുകൾ കൊണ്ട് വിവരിക്കാനാവാത്ത വികാരങ്ങളുടെ ഹൃദയാഴങ്ങളെ അത് പ്രതിഫലിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. മനുഷ്യ ജീവിതത്തിന്റെ താളക്രമം ചിട്ടപ്പെടുത്തുന്നതിൽ സംഗീതത്തിന്റെ സ്ഥാനം ഓർമ്മപ്പെടുത്തുകയാണ് ഈ ദിനം. 1976 അമേരിക്കൻ സംഗീതജ്ഞനായ ജോയൽ കോയനാണ് ആദ്യമായി സംഗീത ദിനം എന്ന ആശയം കൊണ്ടുവന്നത്. അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ ഈ ആശയം അമേരിക്കയിൽ യാഥാർത്ഥ്യമായില്ല. എന്നാൽ 6 വർഷങ്ങൾക്കു ശേഷം ഫ്രാൻസിൽ ഈ ആശയം നടപ്പാക്കി. ഫ്രഞ്ച് മന്ത്രാലയത്തിലെ സാംസ്കാരിക മന്ത്രിയായിരുന്ന ജാക്ക് ലാങ് ആണ് ജൂൺ 21 സംഗീത ദിനമായി നിർദ്ദേശിച്ചത്. 1982 ഫ്രാൻസ് ആണ് ഈ ദിനം സംഗീത ദിനമായി ഏറ്റെടുത്തത്. അങ്ങനെ 1982 മുതൽ ഫെറ്റ് ദ ലാ മ്യൂസിക് എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്ന ലോക സംഗീത ദിനം ആഘോഷിക്കുന്നു. സംഗീതത്തിന്റെ മാസ്മര ലഹരി കൊണ്ട് സ്വാന്തനിപ്പിച്ച പൂർവികരായ എല്ലാ സംഗീതജ്ഞർക്കും ഈ ദിനത്തിൽ നമുക്ക് പ്രണാമം അർപ്പിക്കാം. ഹാപ്പി വേൾഡ് മ്യൂസിക് ഡേ.
It is certainly a wonderful day. We combine two international days. One is Yoga Day and other is Music Day. Anyhow, I was so happy to be here with you at this moment because it was such a beautiful presentation, the yoga presentation, music, everything, and articulations, everything was so wonderful. Just clap your hands. So one thing, why do we have this yoga day? Why do we have this music day? Everything is oriented for our happiness. We need to have happy days. We need to have a happy mind. That is why Dr. Anish has instructed us. We need to combine everything, our breathing, our physical movements, everything, our mind, we control our mind. Everything is oriented for our happiness. Am I not right? Certainly it is for our happiness. Why do we get angry? Sometimes we get angry because we are not in a position to control our emotions. We need to control our emotions. For all these things, certainly doing yoga, practicing music, everything will be very much helpful for all of us. Anyhow, I'm very much happy that, after 6 years I joined this community again. I find that, this yoga and everything is so improving our discipline and also our mind control. Very much happy to see that, my students here, I think here 6th standard to 12th standard students, everybody is controlling themselves so happily that the discipline of the campus is beautiful.